liquor, weed, music, liquor, weed, music, liquor, weed, music, liquor, weed. Tell me some agreed. Something I need.
Joint soon as the weed's gone. You ain't on gas, it just seems strong. You ain't a boss, let your team on. You niggas going broke, you need someone to lean on. Young rich nigga from the bird. Say that I was gonna make it and man every word.
What's up, everybody? Power Cherry Blaze. Real name, No Survey the Third. This the what? This the Blaze session. I don't know if this is gonna go before or after, but that interview was fucking dope. Stakk definitely brought the heat. Then we got his boy Prince. Amazing. Both of them have music pretty much where you can find music. I know Stakk mentioned his. I believe Prince's is on like SoundCloud, YouTube, probably Instagram. My bad. Don't hold me against this. It's the weed kicking in. Of which, all fire. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Didn't mean that. Also, still haven't found a car. Been taking Uber, which is like a crazy experience. Trusting somebody with your life, with their driving. It's been like the past like week or two, going on 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks? Maybe 3. Whenever I lost the car, I started taking Uber, of which my Uber, you're cool at all, but your driving be like fucking scaring the shit out of me. Definitely gives me anxiety, and I don't be needing that like early in the morning going to work. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to be like cool, calm, collective, that whole like situation before like the crazy shit at work happens. You know, everybody goes through it. Anywho, yeah, great episode. Power Cherry Blaze, real name, No Survey the Third. This was the what? This was the Blaze session. You already know, Blue Ace Radio.
Music, liquor, weed, music, liquor, weed, music, liquor, weed, music, liquor, weed.
What's going on, y'all? It's Blue.
What's going on? It's Trish with the split.
Power Cherry Blaze, the Blaze session, let's go.
And we have special guests today. Guys, introduce yourselves.
It's your boy Stakk Lane.
Your boy Princeton Demon.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? You tuning in to Blue Ace Radio on the Digital Boombox Network Pride. How's everybody doing today? Shout outs to the sponsors. What do we have? Pre-packs?
We have pre-packs.
Pre-packs chillums.
Hey.
Y'all want some? Come grab some.
Hit us up.
Man, we're catching a vibe up in this bitch today, man.
Yes.
We chilling.
We got Stakk Lane playing in the back.
Okay, this is his new song that just released.
It's called Famous on all platforms.
Okay, all right.
Okay. So welcome to the show, guys. How you guys feeling?
I felt great. Life is beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Good, just tired, grinding.
And he just smoked some fire shit, so you know he feeling.
Yeah, I'm fucking feeling hot.
Cheese, and what was that other one? You called that buttered popcorn, or what was that?
That was damn, my purse is over there, but it was buttery popcorn or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, he said something like that.
It was some fire shit, and it had purple hairs and all type of stuff. It was like
Truffle butter.
truffle butter. It was truffle butter popcorn. That's what we were smoking on.
That sounds good.
So shout out to Fire Ant.
Fire Ant. Yo, Fire Ant is 2 for 2 right now.
Let me tell you something. My man said he want to come on the show because he said we keep shouting out Fire Ant. He's the one that keeps producing it. He keeps bringing it to me. I said we're gonna have to shout him out because he know about all that shit.
Okay.
What was the other weed we had?
Cheese.
Cheese.
Really?
Such a solid name, Cheese.
Cheese. It could be anything.
Queso.
Guess so.
Yeah, Asiago.
Okay. So guys, tell us a little bit more about yourselves.
I go by the name of Stakk Lane. Born in Springfield, Massachusetts, but I've been all around. And I mean, if you listen to my music, then you get a better insight of some of the things I grew up around and been through, and some of the things I'll be thinking about.
All right.
I respect it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to start with the first question.
Go
I seen
ahead.
that you were in Westover Job Corps Center. Was you a hard vote or a soft vote? Because I'm still rocking my eShop people all day.
Shit, I wasn't in eShop. I ain't gonna hold you. I was doing culinary shit.
Oh,
Okay,
you were smart.
That's all right. You throw down the kitchen.
I smoke a lot and I be hungry, so I was like,
Yeah, that's smart.
I ain't finna trying to need nobody for nothing, so
Yeah,
I
facts.
was gonna smoke my weed and be able to cook for myself, whatever the fuck I wanted.
Shit, we used to like
smart.
hustle for all those like the big ass cookies that used to be sold. I was like, yo, sneak us some right now. Come on.
Yeah, I was giving everything to all the homies and shit. I got kicked out of there though.
Yeah, my brother was in Job Corps too, I think, and yeah, that didn't last. But
Yeah, I got kicked out of there permanently and shit.
I'm sorry, man.
yeah,
What inspired you to do music?
Honestly, I was kind of like born into music. Like my whole family do music. Like,
Oh shit.
you know, my siblings do music. My mom sings. My grandma
dope.
sings. My dad played the trumpet. Like, you know, like music.
I
always
love
been
that.
around out there. Like I play real instruments too and shit.
that's fire.
Wow.
like,
What
I
kind of
play-
instruments you play?
I play drums, guitar, piano,
Wow.
bass. Like,
Okay.
You need to be, you know what I'm saying? You need to be utilizing that with your music. That'll be fire. That's a whole different sound that people ain't used to in hip hop right now.
yeah, no bullshit. Nah,
Man,
we
with
gonna
Alicia
have
Keys
something
on.
coming.
Yeah, separate yourself. You know what I mean?
soon.
That'd be fire. You talented.
No
Wow.
bullshit.
So you playing the keys and shit?
Yeah,
So you
my
read
mom
music?
play piano and shit. I know how to read percussion music.
Okay.
That's fire.
For piano and guitar and all that shit, I was like learn by sound type shit. Like I listen to something over and over and just get it till I get the right notes and shit.
That's fire. I love that.
I think that's how I learned in school, because they don't really teach you notes at first. Like you just know what sounds good. And you're like, can I mimic that on the board? That's
Yeah.
dope.
Or if you creating your own song, you're like, you know, just jamming and shit, you can create your own shit or whatever
Yeah.
sound good to you. So you don't gotta listen to nothing to learn that. You just gotta listen to whatever notes you hitting to see what
Yeah.
sound good.
I used to use like a program that like whatever I typed in, I wanted to know the notes, so it would tell me what I was typing. I was like, E minor, what the hell is that? Is that this right here? All right, cool.
Right,
That's
yeah.
fire.
I love music.
So that brings me to like, I was gonna ask you, what do you do for you? Like for, like something you do that makes you happy aside from, you know, anything you have to do. Is that music for you, or like what's your like getaway?
Yes, always music. Like I write damn near almost every day. Like literally, like I'll go roll up and go smoke in the car and just be sitting in there. I'll be in there for like 4 hours just writing. Like I write almost every single night, like every day.
That's dope. So when you started writing, was it like, did you write poetry, or did you just love writing and then it became rap, or did you always feel like everything I write is rap, and I like you knew instantly you was gonna?
I wrote my first rap at like 8 years old.
That's
like,
crazy.
On paper and shit. Like I ain't write again for like a long time after that, but like one time I was at like one of my cousin's house and shit, and we was all like listening to beats, bored and shit. So we was like, yo, everybody sit down and write some shit, and just like see what we could do and shit. And I sat there and like wrote my first rhyme and shit. Ended up remember that shit. We went like a little cipher and shit.
That's fire.
And after that, fucking, once I got to like high school, fucking, there was this kid in my school that he had like his own studio and shit. And I ain't never been around nobody like that, because we came from the PJs and shit. Like my mom tried to move me away to go to a better school and shit. So I'm like, yo, you got your own studio and all that shit in your house? So I went over to his house, recorded some shit one day, and then I started playing it like through the school and shit, and like passing it out to people, like giving it to everybody. And then everybody just kept coming up to me, like telling me that shit was fire, and like started knowing me for like music and shit. So I just started taking that shit like serious and just fell in love with that shit.
That's dope. I love that. I wrote my first poem at 8 too, so
Right.
that's pretty fire.
What was the craziest thing that's happened on tour?
Oh man.
Now you've been on tour, right?
We've been doing shows all over. It
So
wasn't
traveling.
like it wasn't like a official tour, but like
But you've been out
like,
here,
We
you've
had
been-
our own like little shits booked and shit and lined up. And shit
Right,
like that.
yeah.
So I don't know. It's been like a lot of crazy shit. Like for example, like I said, I just got back from New York and shit a couple hours ago and shit. I was sleeping in the car. I'm in the front, and fucking. I wake up to us fucking pulling over mad fast on the highway, the back door opening, my man just leaning out and throwing up his shit.
Oh my god,
He
he was
just
lit.
yeah, because we was all just good. We just got the chopped cheese, you feel me? Everybody
Oh,
listening
shit.
to the
And
car.
cheese.
Shout out to the chopped cheese.
Yeah, and we on the way, my man turn around. he
Shout out to
freaking
my New
shit.
Yorkers. I'm a New Yorker. Y'all had
Yeah.
you didn't eat no pizza?
Nah, because I was going to eat some pizza, right? And then
Come on.
my man that was there, he had went to the pizza spot before me, and he was like, "Bro, don't eat that shit. That shit was trash."
Nah, that's not the right pizza spot then.
Yeah, he said.
We gonna have to go to
he said,
Brooklyn.
Oh, the other one is down the block, but we had like a studio session booked, so I didn't have time to be doing
You should have
all that
ordered the
shit.
pizza. You should have ordered
Or
the
the
pizza.
beef patty with cocoa
Pizza.
bread
And
and cheese.
beef patty
Yo.
with cheese is
Cocoa
good
bread and
too.
cheese.
Yeah.
You made me want to go to New York and get some
Next
pizza.
time.
Now we gotta go. Can we get high and just go to New York?
Stone
That's the
pizza.
craziest segment right
Stone
there.
pizza. Oh my god.
My
Let's
mans
go.
was
We gotta
over
take a
there
road
and
trip
shit.
today.
Yeah, we gotta go, guys.
Yeah,
we definitely
Stone
gotta
pizza.
My
go.
man's was over there because he touched down like a day before me and shit.
I bet he ate some
That's
fucking
Stone-
pizza.
that's Stone Village.
Yo,
I bet he ate some.
He
Yeah.
said the Sprite fucked him up and shit.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah,
Oh
Sprite.
shit.
that's a
Now we gotta go. We definitely gotta go.
Shout out Smitty.
okay.
Shout out.
So I'm fucking still high, man.
Yo, we're fucking babe.
Yo, we had like
Uh-uh.
a few blunts in that cipher.
We had the truffle butter.
Okay, yeah.
We had the cheese.
So you ready to rate them?
What else did we have? What
I
was
think it was
yours?
just like
I don't even
there was
know.
a
The unknown
salad
at
one
this
in
point.
there.
Yours is unknown.
It's the unknown for the first time.
Mystery blunt.
Mystery
Again.
blunt, yeah.
Plus, I smoked my own shit before he even gave me that one.
And what was you
Okay.
smoking?
I was smoking on some garlic icing and fucking some shit called Wowzer, just like rinsing strawberries and cream.
Well, you better rate them too.
Oh my god.
We
I
about
need that.
to, he about to rate them.
I need that
too.
strawberries and cream.
The intel on that.
Hello.
Shout out to my grower and cultivator, you heard?
Yeah, shout out to the grower.
Yeah, the grow. All right, so now we'll start off with you.
For the truffle butter, solid. Like if we was to do it out of 10, I'm gonna say like a 9.5. If it's gonna be the 5 system, 4.5 easy.
Solid.
Now Nelson.
Yeah.
I know it was my bud, and my person's all the way over there, so I don't know what type of bud it is. Do you know? Because you're like a weird kind of, a weed kind of smoke.
From what I felt from it, I'm gonna have to say hybrid lean indica. It definitely weighs you down. And for me, it's functional.
It's finally an indica that I like, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
Hey.
And it looks good because it's purple, and purple's my favorite color. And yeah, I feel good. So
Well, across the board, I'm gonna go all of them 9.5.
all of them,
All of them.
I'm gonna give them all 9.5 too.
Yeah, they were all solid.
To be honest, I'm high, so that shit good.
I was just like, I'm fucking like, whew.
I
See?
don't even know what was what. I can't lie.
You think they all
The
listen?
shit that you gave me though, I know you said a couple names and shit. I don't remember. I just remember like the butter popcorn or whatever.
That was the truffle butter, and I mixed some cheese in there.
I called it the caramel popcorn. That's what I was like, this is like
Shout
a
out to
gumbo
Garrett's.
stuff. Caramel
Oh,
popcorn.
man.
That shit was alright though.
Yeah, shout out to Fire Ant.
Yo, Fire Ant again, 2 for 2.
Yo,
We're just gonna have to pull up to Fire
we
Ant.
gotta go to Fire Ant,
We're
y'all.
gonna go
Like,
to
let me
Fire
tell you about
Ant.
Fire Ant. Have y'all been to Fire Ant?
Nah, what's
I
that?
never been.
So it's a dispensary out in, I want to say it's right after Northampton, so I want to say it's East Hampton. Don't quote me, just Google that shit. But they be having some crazy ass fire sales, what they call fire sales, and they be having like apes for like $12. They be having like
Yo, bro.
they had like an ounce for $110 or something like that, like of some fire shit. They got Pre-rolls
They gotta
$5.
pay you for the promotion right there.
Yo,
They need to pay me because let me tell you something. I be there all the time.
Listen, she do. She promotes them hard.
Me, yeah.
Ain't a sponsor.
Me
They
and mine
need
be
it.
out there.
And
I
And
do
2 for 2
sponsorship.
right now. I'm telling you, they 2 for 2.
I think we need to just call them. We need to connect with them because let me tell you, it's some good shit,
It's
y'all.
fucking Sunday. It's not a business working day.
I have to ask a side question. Was that a knock on the window?
That's
Like,
what
damn,
I'm
like,
saying.
I'm like,
Hold on,
you
should I
fucking
check my
ignore
card?
that?
I
Like,
had to laugh because he
Should I
gave me
check
the look.
my card?
Like, what the fuck is
So I
that?
laughed.
Yo, I gotta check my card.
Yeah. Hold on.
That shit
We're
was
not
funny.
even gonna get into a story of what or who that could be, but we're just gonna brush over that.
Oh, maybe that's for you.
Probably.
Anywho,
So, guys, yeah,
well, do you even
fucking high.
Yo, so we're fucking high, guys, and we're chilling here with Stakk
With
Lane.
Stakk Lanes, man.
And
You're
it's
the-
bro, what's your name,
Mr.
honey?
Demon?
Prince the
Okay.
Demon.
Yeah, shout out to you. And you do music too?
Yeah, I do music. And I record my own music too and engineer it
That's what's
So,
up.
Brody,
Hey.
bro, right there.
How long you been doing that for?
since 2019.
2019.
Okay.
What made you want to get into it?
It was really, I'm gonna be honest with you, it was two people.
Okay.
It was my man's Loyal, shout out to Loyal, aka Homicide, you feel me?
Okay.
And it's crazy because I don't talk to this person no more, but his name was Dom Gunn, and he low-key made me want to record and make my own music too.
Okay.
And shout outs to him then.
Hell
Shout out
yeah.
to him.
Hell yeah.
Some real shit.
So how did you guys end up collaborating?
Me and him.
Mm-hmm.
Through my homie Loyal, he just said hi Homicide. And shout out to my little Brody. That's how I met him from just being around and just being in the PJs and shit, just being outside.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So what type of projects, for viewers that don't know, like what type of projects have you guys collaborated in?
Right now it's all just been singles, but
Okay.
you
What
know,
are the
it's-
singles?
we did little remix songs and shit to like other beats, like we did like the beatbox and shit.
Okay.
Remix,
Yeah, and then we also got that one we haven't dropped, the PTSD one where
yeah, we got an unreleased track called PTSD.
Okay.
ooh,
So look
Coming
out for
soon,
that, y'all.
Coming
Yeah.
soon. So I can't wait to
Okay.
hear that. So the song on the flyer, right? So again, I know I said this in multiple shows. I'm still stuck on the '90s R&B.
We love the 90s, y'all.
It's
a Libra thing.
Yeah, I'm still stuck there.
We love it.
I'm a millennial, so
Yes, yeah. I love my 2000s too. I love
Yes,
my early
yes.
2000s.
Mario.
But when I heard his song, like Nelson pulled this off. So shout outs to you, Nell, for that.
Shout out.
Yeah,
You got,
it was right
you
down
got,
there.
you got Mr. Stacks in the building.
Appreciate
So
it.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. And damn, I lost my train of thought. See,
That's what happens when you high, you know
that's
what
what
I'm
happens when you're fucking
It's a
high.
That's why it's a weed
We got
fucking
it.
show.
Yeah.
Can we curse?
Yeah.
Alright, I be cursing it all the time.
We got Stacks in the building, so whatever.
Yeah, that song was Nights in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I named it that because I recorded that song in Atlanta, and it was
Oh
kind
shit.
of like
Okay. How was that experience?
it was dope. I had a little project management deal with Authentic Empire Records, so I basically flew down there. We made a little project and shit. Fucking had like a little photo shoot, did a couple little videos and shit, used it for promo and shit. And then I ended up putting the song together, getting the artwork done and all that type of shit. Fucking yeah, I spent the weekend and shit down in Atlanta, so I just named the song Nights in Atlanta.
That's fire.
Have you heard the song?
I need to go to Atlanta.
Me?
Yeah. The
Wrote a
song?
song?
Yeah. No.
Oh shit, that's on my playlist right now.
Yo, that shit. I thought he was already like. I was like, oh, this industry.
This is fire.
Yo, the
This is a
quality, I was
fire
like, yo,
fire,
this shit
yeah.
is
The
crazy.
quality. It's the quality.
Yeah. Let me
It's the
tell you,
quality.
that's a good fucking song.
Yeah, I fucking
You gained a fan.
I fucking was running late and shit, so I was a little stressed and shit. But I touched down there, I only had fucking like 3 hours left and shit to record some shit.
Yeah.
So I ended up recording that, and I recorded some other shit over there and shit, and then fucking that one just felt like the one.
So where can the viewers check you at?
Yeah.
They could check me out on all platforms. You could check me out on iHeartRadio, Pandora, YouTube, Sound. I'm on SoundCloud under my man's channel. We'll get to that in a minute, but I'm on literally everywhere, like Spotify, Tidal.
Yo, I found you on Instagram. When I did the flyer, I found your ass on Instagram. I was like, oh, I was
if you
impressed.
wanna add music to your stories, you could just type in Stakk Lane. You'll find me. STAKKLANE.
Okay, because I like to do some TikTok, so I'm gonna have to use you on
my
it.
music. You can find it on TikTok too.
And you can share. You gonna share me, right? If I do a TikTok with you.
Yeah. I be reposting people that be tagging me. Like
All
people
right.
be tagging me with my music. I be reposting that shit.
All right.
But yeah, you can find me literally anywhere. Like you can literally Google me.
Yes.
And you?
You could find me. I'm just on YouTube and SoundCloud, but when you search me up, it's gonna be DSN Baby. It's not by my artist name because that's what I just yell out. DSN. You feel me?
Okay.
So do you have an album coming out soon?
We working on the project right now. I don't got no release date or anything yet, or a time frame for anybody yet, but I'm always working. Literally, like I'm never not working.
Okay. Yes.
See?
Like I said, I literally was just in the studio last night, 7 hours, 8 hours. Like,
Yeah.
I was in there till like 2 in.
That's some dedication to be in the studio all day to write, because
Plenty
music
of
is
time.
art.
Shout out to our artists, because like art is so many things and on so many levels. And as a fellow artist, like not music, but in other lanes, I know it's a hustle every day. You know what I'm saying? We wake up, we hustling till we go to bed.
Yeah, that's why you gotta love this shit.
You gotta love it.
If you doing it for the wrong reasons, you ain't gonna be willing to go through certain shit.
You're not gonna have that motivation.
Yeah,
Facts.
if you love this shit, you gonna do whatever it take to get what needs to get done. Like when I was like real down bad, like there have been times where I done walked across town to the studio just to record some shit.
Yeah.
Like now I'm walking 2 hours, 3 hours just to record some shit.
Facts.
I'm spending there all day, 8-hour sessions.
That's some serious love.
So me and Stacks was talking earlier a little bit, right? I always like to ask everybody what they like to smoke in, and he was telling me how he likes papers. So guys, I have a fellow paper smoker with me today, okay? I'm so happy I'm not the only one. And if I knew, I would have rolled the spliff, because Trish is always with the spliff. But they already have rolled leaves and shit, and I don't know what else. And I got my backwoods shirt on today, you know what I'm saying, at work, because I know, like, my young boys like backwoods, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me come through, you know what I'm saying? Be the cutest backwoods you ever seen. But I don't smoke backwoods, guys. But shout out to y'all anyways.
I couldn't do it, man.
I'm a paper guy.
But he likes paper, so
I should have asked.
I had the wrong shirt on, y'all.
My bad.
You just gotta throw in the grabber.
So we talked about that shit.
We talked about
We
grabber.
talked about the
You gotta have the grabber.
Here's the
Or
thing, it's so
Fonto,
harsh. Like, why
Fonto
you
too.
guys need grabber?
It's like smoking a cigarette.
You make that bitch punch.
Yeah,
Yes.
it gives it the extra spice.
But like, you want a cigarette, just have a cigarette after.
Nah, it's not like a cigarette.
No.
Because don't you want to taste the weed?
Well, how much it punch depends on how much you put in there. Like, there's people that just put like a little sprinkle in there.
Yeah.
Like, it depends on it's your.
Sometimes it be choking me though.
That's
That's too
probably
much.
because the person probably put a lot. People sometimes the more stressed they is,
Yeah, well,
probably
you
more
gotta
they
sprinkle
gonna
some
they gonna put
these
more
days.
grabber if they real stressed.
And they put it in backwoods and shit. Like, they know
Oh,
backwoods is
that's not
already
too far.
tough.
Who do that? Who do
No.
that?
I know. I smoked one
That's
time
a
with somebody
cigarette.
and they did that. I was like, wow, you guys, I quit cigarettes 33 days ago.
No, that's
Nah,
intense.
we don't do that.
No,
Whoever
but in
did it.
papers, right? It was meant to like be in papers and stuff that's not like tobacco.
Yeah, we smoking
Shit,
it. Listen, if you doing that shit, that backwood and grabber shit, stop doing that shit.
Please stop doing that shit.
Shit right
It's
now.
not healthy, guys.
The ladies don't like it.
And then it has like a strong stench afterwards too. Like it's smelling.
We don't want to
That shit
smell
is
like that.
fucking horrible for your lungs.
It's like a black and
sound
mild.
crazy.
I almost
Black and
I
milds?
hate black and milds. The smell of that. Oh my god. Please
Now
don't.
that's very 2000.
Nah.
My mom used to smoke black and miles. That shit was horrible. Shout out to my mom. I love you, mom.
That was an intense
But it was
smell.
nasty.
I feel like if you gonna put grabber inside the backwood, you might as well just smoke some of the fucking guts.
Oh.
Smoke Roadchilds with guts in it.
Well, that's intense. That's intense.
Bro.
That's
No.
so.
no.
Are you guys doing any like shows or any upcoming events?
Yeah. The next show we got coming up, we gonna have another show in February out in Cali.
Nice.
There's possibly a few in between, but I can't speak on it yet until
Okay.
everything's
Yeah.
confirmed. So.
I like this.
But yeah, as far as right now, the next known location is gonna be in Cali.
How do you feel about that?
You gotta keep it on the edge.
Are you nervous?
Nah,
That's a long fucking plane ride.
I love this shit. So I'm never like really like super nervous and shit. Like, you know, like I'm always like worried about my safety and shit like that. But I'm never like nervous. Like I'm always ready to do this shit.
Like when you get on the stage, are you nervous? You get butterflies?
Nah, this shit regular to me now.
All right.
honestly.
All right.
So you broke. So you're out of that stage.
I like
Yeah,
that.
like the show we just did out in CT, like that was a sold out crowd, like wall to wall, front to back, like.
Yo, I seen the video. I was like, jeez, is this shit really happening?
That could be like a memorable experience.
Yeah, it was. I ain't gonna lie, it was probably one of the craziest shows we done so far because the reaction we got, like, this was.
Okay. We'll make sure we're gonna repost this video on the Blue Ace Radio channel on Facebook.
So look out for that.
So look out for that. Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah,
I was like, oh.
We've been building ourselves and getting ourselves ready to get up to this point. So like at this point, it's really like regular for us because we done did so many open mics. We done did so many little showcases. You know, like little fucking bars and lounges and shit. So like now when we get up on that real stage, it's kind of like normal to us. It's regular to us. Like everybody did exactly what they were supposed to do up there.
It's like training. I like that.
Thanks.
So how was the team building behind that?
Honestly, the shit wasn't even planned, like, to be real. Like, everybody that came together and that was, like, been making moves together, like, it wasn't even something that was talked about or planned. Like, everybody kind of just, like, fell in with each other. Like, it was me and my twin Smitty. We was just doing our thing and shit, you know, and the other guys was doing their thing. 2 times, Cortez, all them, everybody was just doing their own thing. But we seeing them do they showcases too and seeing them grind at the same time. Plus we like know mutual people and shit. So we ended up linking up because we started to be at some of the same showcases.
Okay.
So after that, like, you know, we seeing like, oh, like, you know, like they grinding just like we grinding and shit. So, you know, let's go and try to make some moves and see what we can all do and shit. And then once the music started coming along and people making the music together, it like was like sounding like hit after hit, like everything was just coming natural.
Facts.
I love that. So, you know, I told you like I'm everything skin, right? So I gotta ask, do you have a skin regimen? Is this something you do for your skin? Do you cleanse your skin or anything in the morning when you wake up? Like,
yeah, I feel like you're supposed to, like.
But what do you use? I'm curious.
Oh my god.
I need to know.
He's like,
Putting you on the spot.
I need to know.
For me, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't really do much. Like, I'll wash my face and shit. You feel me?
With
Use
what?
Like some type of like face soap or like face cleanser or some shit like that. You know, wash my face and then after that I'll put on either like some cocoa butter or some like cocoa butter oil or put on some type of like cream or some shit like to keep my shit right. And then after that, for like the rest of my skin and shit, I'm just using regular cocoa butter and shit.
Okay, all right. At least you got something going on. So you're gonna have to come see me, right? You're gonna have to come get a facial. You're gonna do some dope men facials and stuff. You gotta come down to Skin Deep and check us out. We're gonna get you on a regimen with cleanses you know the name of, all right? I got you.
So next time when she check, she'll be like, yep.
Like, what you using? This.
If you can go back in time, what advice would you give young Stakk?
Sheesh, what advice would I give young me? Fuck everybody and stop being worried about everybody except for yourself. Because in the long run, who want to be around and who really for this shit and dedicated to this shit gonna remain around. Like, I feel like the young me spent a lot of time investing into other people a little more than myself. And it ended up me feeling like I had to like restart every time like some shit happened, like, you know what I mean? I got tired of that feeling of feeling like I was dependent on people or waiting around on people to make moves, and then I just started doing shit on my own. And then once I started doing shit on my own, that's when like things really started like coming to life and shit like that. That's when I seen like everything I had in plan really start unfolding.
I could relate to that. That's fine.
That's so. Any like words for the youth that are, you know, going along like in the same path of like, you know, like when a young kid is gonna look at this interview, they're gonna be like, wow, so he started off how I'm starting off, like writing and then the instruments. What would you give them? Like, what advice?
Like for people that's trying to like become like an artist and stuff like that. Like, well, for one, my first piece of advice is make sure that this is really in you, and make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. Don't be doing this for no clout. Don't do it because it's cool, because you think it's gonna get you all the girls. Do it because you really have some type of connection to it and you really feel it in your soul, because you're not gonna last if that's not what the case is. Like, you know what I mean? So make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, because I done seen a lot of people out here at these showcases and you could tell that they lying about everything they talking about in their music. You know what I mean? Like,
they not really feeling it, right?
Yeah, like,
they just out here to do it.
Yeah, there'd be some people that don't even be rapping on beat. You just be like, yo, like,
you gotta love it and you gotta do the work.
They ain't be killing me when they be having a whole like hype group with them. Like, none of your mans told you anything about this.
Nope.
Like the song.
Keep that shit going.
That's it. And what about yourself?
What? I thought you were looking at
me.
Yeah.
Oh, like what advice I would give
like the youth. Yeah.
If this is something you would really want and you like doing it, the best advice is to be creative. Because if you're not creative, you're not gonna get nowhere. You're just gonna be in the same spot you're at. And even if you make a song, you feel me? You can't just be creative with your song. You gotta be creative what you do with your song after.
Yeah, now that's a fact too. And to elaborate on what he's saying too, you definitely got to make sure you're creative, because if you just copying trends and following waves, when all them waves die out, you ain't gonna know what to do. You ain't gonna know what to do with yourself. So you got to make sure you stay dedicated to this shit and make sure you creating your own lane in this shit. So then that way you're not, you know, relying on nobody for your creativity or for your product.
It's real wisdom right there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then it hits with the high too. You know?
Yeah.
I've been high this whole time, right? Hey, listen.
Yeah, you just gotta keep going too, like, and you know what? Another piece of advice I want to give to people that's trying to do this shit is, even on the bad days when you feel like this shit ain't gonna really work, or on the bad days when you feel like, you know, angry or feel like depressed or whatever, and you feel like, you know, you don't want to do this shit no more, like, them the days that you really need to get into this shit more. Go to the studio that day or go write some shit that day, because I promise you, you're gonna make some shit.
Hello.
Okay.
It'd be like that. As an entrepreneur, there's days that I want to just roll up in the ball and cry, and there's great days, like you got to take the good with the bad, you know what I'm saying? And those are the days that definitely build you, you know, and refocus you, get you back to, you know, 'cause sometimes we get comfortable, you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely good advice.
You gotta stay working through everything.
Yes.
So any last regards? Before.
You want to say where people can follow y'all? Like, what's y'all?
Let the viewers know, because we about to get into happy hour. Because I'm ready to go smoke again.
You can follow me on Instagram at Stakk.Lane 2 times. That's STAKK.LANE2X.
And you?
You can follow my IG at I'm Too Glitty, just like Glitty from Belly Gang, you feel me?
Okay.
Similar, just like that, but I'm just too glitty, you feel me? Just like that.
Okay. And guys, remember, November 17th. Again, November 17th. We're a few days away from our Swagger Proud Showcase. DBM Pride's Swagger Proud Showcase. Almost like a tongue twister when I said that.
Yeah.
I said that shit with the
It's going to be lit, y'all. We're going to be saying it like that.
We're going to say it like that. We might be, I'm going to be fucked up.
Yeah, we're going to be fucked up. We're going to be lit. We're going to have trivia. We're going to have drag queens doing their shows. We're going to have
Now DJ Ephraim, he's now on the roster as a special guest performer, guys. So that's gonna be turned. Can't wait to see that. The Drags are coming from out of state. So catch us 750 Boston Road at Marley's Bar and Grill this Thursday. Doors open at 9. Tickets are $10 right now in advance. At the door, it is a $15 coverage charge. This is a 21+ event. There's gonna be tight security in the building. So please leave that drama shit at the door.
Yeah.
Come show out and have a good time. Shout outs to Pre-Packs once again.
Facts.
For the
Hit us up
sponsorship
again.
on
You
the
already know.
Chillums. Yeah. Shout outs to DBN Pride. Shout outs to DBN Digital Boombox Network. Shout outs to Pharaoh.
Yes.
And I don't know, anything else, guys? Yeah, we're good. Well, this was a lit fucking interview.
I appreciate
It
y'all.
was definitely lit.
Both of y'all.
You guys, yeah,
This
like,
was
thank
the
you for
highest.
coming on. It was definitely
I appreciate
a
y'all.
vibe.
It was very,
It was a
Not
very
bad.
vibe. Yeah,
Very
exactly.
vibe.
It was a very vibe. Y'all already
Make sure
know.
y'all typing in Stakk Lane to whatever music app you listening to.
And
That's right.
And catch us on Blue Ace Radio on Facebook and Blue Ace Radio on YouTube. And stay tuned to Happy Hour. And we're going to be at an event coming up December 14th. So stay in tune for that. Catch the Blue Ace team in the building.
Yes.
Unknown details soon to drop. And
Skin Deep's gonna be a vendor there, so
Yeah.
I'll be in the building. You guys already know. Follow me at Skin Deep on Facebook or skin.deep25 on Instagram. And we'll be seeing you guys.
yep. Well, guys, until next week, you'll know when I drop the flyer. Who's on for next week. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Peace.
Peace.
Music, liquor, weed. Music, liquor, weed. Cannabis, I'm agreed. Something we need.